So it's getting quite dark and cold outside and the cars are in hibernation, and to be honest I'm getting a bit bored, which is why I've taken on a new project, which is this. Say hello to my new Vanmoof 2022, I think, e-bike. It was very cheap, but it's also very broken and it's supposed to be unfixable. So join me while I'll give it a quick wash and I'll tell you a bit more about it. So, to be honest, I've always wanted a Vanmoof e-bike since they came out, but at the steep price point, I just did not feel like picking one up yet. However, since Vanmoof went bankrupt a little while ago, the customers have no more support, and when these bikes break, like they sometimes do, no one is around to fix them and no parts even are available. So, after doing some research, that's exactly what happened to this one. I found out that it's probably the controller that broke on the bike, which is an item that is no longer sold, making it impossible to repair. And because it happened to this one, that basically turned a €3,000 bicycle into scrap, which is just a big shame. And then if it turns out that it really cannot be fixed, which is what I quite expect, we can use its frame, its wheels, parts to build our own DIY bicycle. And yeah, make it really cool and fun and do something unique. Which is where this video should come in. So right now we got this unit out of the bike, which is actually pretty cool. So this is probably where all the software features and everything like that hides. So the battery of the bike is right here, which I do got another one because the seller thought that was a problem and then it turned out it wasn't that problem. I'm having some fun looking at this. This could fix the problem, charging it via a little USB charger, but probably not. And it also got a lot of these connections over here, so it might be worth checking those and putting some cleaner in there, seeing if that will make a difference. So after some further diagnosing and trying to fix some common known issues, I found out that indeed it is a problem with the controller. And that means that I'm rebuilding the bike with a universal controller, so I'm stripping the bike of all of its components. And therefore I took some lost voltage measurements to ensure that I can rewire the lights and some other components when I'm done. So next thing to do is to drop the forks and handlebars and remove the headset probably. It's getting quite cold in the garage. I have the heater on and there's also some stuff in the way. There's a 944 transmission currently here, but that won't stop us, so we'll just get on with the project. I'm actually very lucky because the previous owner gave me some stuff, and I think the key for the lug nuts are in here. So that's pretty cool. This is the cable of the motor. Yep. So if I just shine a little light, in there you can see all of the connections, and down there are all the connections for the battery. So now onto this stuff. So our beautiful charging setup right here, because we can no longer use the Vanmoof BMS because the software for all of that, or the hardware, is located in a bag right now. So we use the original charger to go to the original port right there, and then just put some alligator clamps on the positive and the negative side of the battery pack, which is now currently charging the battery to a state where we can go ahead and test the capacity of the battery and see if we need to change any cells. Alright, so that's a bare bones Vanmoof frame. Next video we are going to change the color, so that's why it had to go all empty like this. And we also have to think of a solution for the kick lock. I'll show you that right now. So this right here is the kick lock, and it's called like that because you basically have this little pin that goes like this, and you kick it and then it shifts, locking the bike through the rear disc. So I'm going to see if there's any part of this that we can rebuild or reuse in an easier way without all of that software. So I had a little look inside of the kick lock, and basically this pin right here just activates this little switch right here that tells the bike whether it's locked or unlocked. And this coil pack up here, that allows for the locking pin to move. And as you can see, this part right here is magnetic, this little roller. So when the coil pack is activated, that means that it withdraws this pin and also pushes this pin to the other side, which allows for this one to move in. I hope no one's watching that's planning on stealing a Vanmoof, but this is how it works. So a universal bicycle controller also means the need for a different battery management system. And before I got out and bought one, I wanted to make sure that this battery pack is healthy and strong. So I went to my buddy Chris, who owns a company called Renewak, and he put my battery on this test machine. So basically this machine draws power from the battery until its desired stop values, and it measures the amount of power drawn from the battery so that we can compare it to its new state value. So the results are in from the battery tester. I have them right here. So out of the 470 something watt hours that it's supposed to deliver, mine delivered about 468 watt hours of battery capacity, which is a lot. That's almost close to brand new. So I'm really pleased with that. So that means that we don't have to replace any cells or rebuild the entire battery pack. So we just have to change out the BMS system for one that can adapt to our new system. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Please join me in the next video where we will start to paint the bike, and you won't believe which color I chose, so that's going to be a good one. Thanks for watching again, and I hope to see you next time.